Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome into Best on the Board, presented by BetMGM here at The Athletic. Michael Beller here with you today. It is Wednesday, February 16th, and we've got a fun episode for you. NBA All-Star Weekend right ahead of us, All-Star Saturday. In my estimation, the best All-Star collection of events that any of the sports leagues puts on. This is a calendar event that I look forward to every year. We're going to have a little bit of fun with that today on this episode of Best on the Board. Joining me to have that fun, Dan Santaramita. Dan, what's going on?
Oh, I'm so excited for All-Star Saturday. Like you, it's one of my favorites. All-Star, otherwise, definitely highlight on the sports calendar, so I'm looking forward to it.
It is excellent. And Brandon Funston, a guy I knew I could count on to get into this as well, because, I feel like, guys here at The Athletic, we're like the little collection of NBA guys on our fantasy and gambling team. So it's great to get together and be able to talk NBA with you two guys for the first time all season. What's up, Funston?
Yeah, man. And way to go. Congratulations. You managed to rope me into really, really caring about all of these events at the NBA All-Star game. I was going to watch with some interest, but now, we're going to do a draft around it and all this stuff. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be really excited now.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I do. I like to consider myself something of a game master, try to make a game out of everything. So that's exactly what we're going to do here with these All-Star Saturday events and one Friday event. So Funston, you said it. We are going to have a fantasy draft here that includes the Rising Stars Challenge, which is on Friday night, and then the Saturday events, the three-point contest, the dunk contest, and the skills challenge. So we'll go back and forth. We've got a 5-round draft set up here. We will each get 2 shooters on our team, 1 dunker, 1 team in the skills challenge, and 1 team in the Rising Stars Challenge. We will be awarding 5 points if your team finishes or your player finishes in first in his event, 3 points if your player or team finishes in second in their event, and then a sliding scale for third place finishes depending on how many players or teams are in the event. So that's how we're going to do this. And also, Best on the Board, of course, is a gambling show. So while we've got that fantasy element as the structure of what we're doing here, we're going to talk about all the gambling odds along the way. No rules. You can draft whatever you want. The first pick could be someone from the three-point contest. The second overall pick could be a team in the Rising Stars Challenge. Whatever. You take whoever you want, whenever you want. You just got to fill those roster parameters. 2 shooters, 1 dunker, 1 Rising Stars team, and 1 skills challenge team. Do we have it? Are we all good? Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
All right. Beautiful. We are also going to set a random draft order. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see this random draft order. I've just got our names in a list here. I'm going to spin this list 3 times, and however that list comes out on the third spin will be our draft order. So here we go. Here is spin number 1. That is done. Here is number 2, and here is our draft order. Spin number 3. Draft order is as follows. Funston with the first overall pick. I will be picking second. Dan, you are picking third. So with that, let's do it. Funston, everything is available to you. Any shooter, any dunker, any Rising Stars team, any skills challenge team. Get us started here with the first overall pick in our NBA All-Star event draft.
Yeah, I actually really wanted this because I think there's one competition where there is a clear 5-point winner in our little exercise. Okay. And that is going to be the rookies in the skills challenge. I don't know if you happen to look through that, but that is a guard-oriented kind of competition. And the Cavs have Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and the Giannis team and his brothers. Those guys are big dudes, and I just think it's going to be a decided advantage for a group like Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham, and Scotty Barnes, who are much more, I think, nimble afoot than the other teams.
I like it. And I like what they've done with the skills challenge this year, you guys. I like that they've changed it. That was a fun idea. I can't remember when they first started doing the skills challenge. It was a fun idea when they first started doing it. But you could tell by about year 2 of that, guys were really just half-heartedly going through the motions. No one really cared. And it's understandable. Why would they really care about that? But this team element and the different parts of what they're doing with this team element feels like maybe it's going to get a little bit of life into this part of the of All-Star Saturday. So I like what they've done here. And Funston jumping right out. That is not where I expected anyone to go. I was
Me neither.
I was like sort of bookmarking this for my last pick. Like, whatever. I don't really care which team.
Well, so then I screwed that up because I should have waited on the comeback if you guys were not even going to touch that. I didn't know how much homework you guys did, although I feel good about apparently a lack lack of homework that you guys have done. So I should feel good about that.
There you go. Well, this also doubles as the one event where there aren't any betting odds. So we can just leave that there. Team rookie. I will say that if I had to power rank these three teams in the skills challenge, I would put them first also for the reasons that you said, Funston. So it's a good pick, and definitely, if there were betting odds, maybe they would be the clearest favorite among any of the events. So there you go. Team rookies getting us started in our all-star event challenge here. I've got the second pick. The 3-point contest is my favorite thing in the world. You give me the 3-point contest, home run derby, dunk contest, any of the stupid stuff they do in the Pro Bowl. This is by far my favorite all-star thing. It always has been. And so I got to go there first, just as a nod to my heritage and what I love most about this weekend. I'm going to take Trae Young. Trae Young's at plus 490 in this event. Trae Young's having his best 3-point shooting season thus far, shooting at about 38% on the year. Just had a monster game against the Cavs last night, 41 points in that game. And his odds opened up at plus 600. And so there's obviously some money coming in on Trae Young. It makes some sense. He is the number 3 in the odds right now. Patty Mills and Fred VanVleet both sitting at plus 440. But this has got a lot to do with the fact that I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch this. I want to root for Trae Young. I think he's got everything that it takes to win this. There's no major overwhelming favorite, no Steph Curry out there this season. I like him being able to be a stationary shooter and find a rhythm in this event. I like him with the added 4-point shots as we move things back a couple of years ago. So all that lets me feel pretty good about Trae Young. And this is actually a bet that I will consider making as we get closer to Saturday. These are some odds that I feel pretty comfortable about with Trae Young. So at plus 490, not only does he slot onto my team as my first overall pick, but someone who I like quite a bit as a real bet in this 3-point contest too. There are some other guys that I like also, but I'll save them for when they come up. Dan, I'm going to throw it to you, not only for your 2 picks, but just maybe this guy comes up in your 2 picks, but anyone that you like, anyone jump out at you in this 3-point contest this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to pick one of them. But my first question for you is, you're not scared off by Trae Young bombing out a couple years ago in Chicago? I think he was dead last.
He was dead last, and no, I am not at all. Shoot or shoot.
Okay.
Shoot or shoot, okay. Dan. That's what they do. They wake up the next morning, they wake up the next contest, and they're ready to shoot it again. And I feel pretty good about Trae Young as my plus 490 odds here in my first pick. I think he can at least, you look at the field, right? If you just look up and down at the field, I think Trae Young, this is, again, not a huge favorite in this field, not a group of guys who I think are clearly better as stationary 3-point shooters than anyone else. So, yeah, I'll take Trae. I'll take the fact that he's been forced to score it more than he ever has in Atlanta with everything that's been going on with that team this year. I think Trae Young bounces back and puts a better note on his 3-point contest shooting this season.
All right, well, then I'm going to save my 4th pick for the 3-point shootout just so we get a little variety up front. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go Obi Toppin for the dunk contest.
There you go.
We've seen this guy go
this is what I thought you were
legs.
taking, Funston. This is who I thought you were taking.
He's actually not the favorite, which surprised me a little bit.
Yeah.
I know Jalen Green's awesome, and I could see why. He's got that, it looks better when the smaller guys, and small being relative, he's 6'4", but he's got a foot on me, but realistically, the smaller guys, it looks cool when they get up there. Obi Toppin's the biggest guy in this one, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So he's done between his legs dunks multiple times in games. That to me shows confidence and consistency with something special. And that's what it takes. You can do, a poster dunk or something, but the dunk contest, you need more than that. Mm-hmm. And a guy that can do in between his legs in game consistently, I think he's got another layer than that. And I like him. And I'm a little surprised he's not the betting favorite as much as I think Jalen Green is awesome too. Maybe we'll get a Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon type duel if we can get lucky. But Obi Toppin, I think, was the easiest pick for me. I was a little nervous because I didn't want to go first. It's which contest? And then you guys picked things I was not looking at all. So I'm well, I guess I have to go make up my mind here.
Yeah. I was surprised to see Obi Toppin also not as the favorite. He's plus 200. Jalen Green plus 170. You got Karl-Anthony coming in at plus 250. And then the one guy who is behind the pack, Juan Toscano Anderson, at 5-1 plus 500 in the dunk contest. I love this is a fun dunk contest field. 3-point contest always captures my most interest. And by the time the dunk contest rolls around, I'm not necessarily as dialed in after how long the night is leading up to the dunk contest, but I'm excited for this field. And there's one guy on this list that definitely grabs my eye, who I hope I'll be able to get. But you're up next here, Dan. You got one more pick for us. What do you got here?
All right, I'm going to go back to the 3-point shootout and go with Fred VanVleet. I could go him or Patty Mills, either way for me, but I'm picking the favorites, right? I mean, that's basically what I'm going between and that one. It's an interesting field in the 3-point shootout because there's not a ton of returning guys. Mm-hmm. Zach LaVine is the only one back from last year's field, and it doesn't seem like he's going to play in it. I'd be a little bit surprised.
I would too.
With the knee injury and what's going on. Trae Young and CJ.
A couple of Bulls fans on this show here.
Please don't play Zach.
Please don't play. Zach, just sit it out.
I actually thought you might have taken LaVine. I know some sentiment that he'd be the first player to win the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout.
I am trying to speak into existence Zach's decision to sit out this weekend and just get ready for the second half of the season.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not super worried about 3-point shootout, but still, not worth it. Yeah. But even then, him, Trae Young, CJ McCollum have been in it, haven't done well. There's no, like you said, there's no clear favorite. Mm-hmm. And you can look at the shooting numbers. I have a sleeper for later that I like a lot. Hopefully I'll get to pick one of them. But I'll stick with the favorite for now, Fred VanVleet.
All right, yeah, that's a good one, and I mean, what a year he's having! What a great story! Yeah. I mean, we've heard the VanVleet story, right, from overlooked out of high school, Wichita State, and the great career he had there, overlooked in the NBA draft, and what he's done in his NBA career. So to see him now as the favorite, the betting line favorite in this 3-point contest, just continuing the Fred VanVleet story that we've seen for so long, going all the way back to his high school days, right here in this great state of Illinois. My second round pick now coming up here, you guys, and I'm going to break into the Rising Stars Challenge for us for the first time. And I am going with Team Barry in this Rising Stars Challenge as my second round pick. So Team Barry is the second favorite. Team Isaiah is at plus 170. Team Barry plus 260. They're matched up with Team Payton in the first round, who's at plus 300, and then Team Worthy plus 350. I just love this team top to bottom. I mean, these are players who I really enjoy, who I really get a lot of good feeling about in their careers going forward. You give me Cade Cunningham, you give me Evan Mobley, you give me Franz Wagner, those three guys on the same team in this Rising Stars Challenge. I'm going to be pretty comfortable backing that team. And that's what I've got with these guys. Cade, Mobley, and Wagner. I mean, Cade and Evan Mobley right there at the top of the Rookie of the Year discussion, as they should be. I think that these guys keep things rolling this weekend. The only reason that Barry or Payton aren't favored is because they have to play each other in the first round. And so I really think I'm basically getting the favorite at plus 260. This is a bet I am making right here. If they get by Payton, they win this thing. So at plus 260, I like those odds here. Team Barry cracking us open here in the Rising Stars Challenge. My second pick, the second pick of the second round. Funston, take it away here, my friend. What are you looking at?
Oh, you guys are just handing me odds leaders. You're giving me chalk late in the second round. I'll first of all take Patty Mills as a 3-point. As I think he has the best odds to win. If you watch the way he shoots, I like the quick release. I like the square set that he has. I like the fact that he's got some bulk to him. I mean, that's one thing about Trae Young. I went back and watched him when he bombed out the last time, and you can see him getting tired. He's not a big guy, though. I know he's worked on bulking up, but Patty Mills is a blocky, stout shooter. So Australian. I like that. That's right. Is he Australian or New Zealand? And forget. I think he's Australian. He's
Australia. Yeah.
Okay. And so for my next pick, I've come around. We were talking about the Rising Stars before we started this thing. And we're like, ooh, I think Team Barry and Team Payton. The more I look at Team Isaiah, I really like him. And I love.
Are you going to get Anthony Edwards on this team? Because he's nursing a knee injury from last night.
I don't even care. I love Tyrese Halliburton. I love Isaiah Stewart as kind of like just a guy that'll go in there and clean up on the glass in this kind of a game. He has a teammate in Sadiq Bey who can score it as well. So there's going to be some built-in chemistry there. But I think Halliburton's just the ultimate glue guy. I mean, he's already killing it with Indiana after the trade, and that's just getting up to speed right away. So I think he can bring that team together. And so I like the first round against the Team Worthy and getting in, it's going to be a round robin. They're all going to have to play each other, right?
No, it's just a tournament. It's just a 3-game tournament.
So I like them getting to the championship, and then I'll take my odds at that point. But hey, second place is worth 3 points in this thing. So
there you go.
As well. So give me Team Isaiah.
Team Isaiah off the board right there. I mean, Team Isaiah, Dan, you made this point. This is all rookies, sophomores, and a couple of guys from the G League who are participating in the Rising Stars Challenge. And Team Isaiah is stacked with sophomores. So maybe there's a little bit of a veteran element to this team that makes them a favorite. I got to say that Tyrese Halliburton deal to Indiana. Everyone talk about Halliburton, of course, and Domantas Sabonis going back the other way, and how does that even out? All I cared about when I saw it was, man, if and when Malcolm Brogdon comes back for my fantasy team, that sucks. Yeah, now with Halliburton there eating into all those minutes that Brogdon eventually, I hope, is going to play as he is still trying to recover from an Achilles injury. One guy on that team who is a guy who I love going back to his college days on Team Isaiah. That is Desmond Bane, a guy who I absolutely loved.
I purposely didn't bring his name up because I wanted it. I was like, I wasn't going to throw him out there and get you guys, sniffing around Desmond Bane. But clearly you're already on that.
Oh, I am very much on Desmond Bane, plus 600 to win the 3-point contest. He is my next pick here. I'm rounding out my 3-point shooters here. Give me Desmond Bane. I mean, what would not have been potentially for him this season had Dylan Brooks not started the year injured for Memphis, right? So that's really where Desmond Bane took advantage for Memphis this year, getting more minutes, getting to be in the starting lineup alongside Ja Morant in that backcourt because of the Dylan Brooks injury. And he just absolutely ran with that. Again, I'm a big college guy. You guys, I think you both know that. College basketball actually gets a little bit more of my basketball attention than the NBA. And so going back to his TCU days, I just loved the way this guy could score it. And now we're seeing him as, really one of the becoming one of the best shooters in the league here. Playing alongside Ja Morant certainly helps, certainly opens things up, gets plenty of open looks. But another guy, a stout guy, a guy who's got plenty of build to him, a guy who is not going to lose any of that lift in his shot as we go through a couple of rounds here. I just love Desmond Bane, plus 600. Another bet that I will absolutely be making. We've seen him have some bad shooting nights. Obviously, that's going to be the case. So hopefully this doesn't end up happening for him in the All-Star game for me. But, oh, yeah, Desmond Bane. And I love hearing that from you guys. Looks like we were all on Desmond Bane as someone who we wanted to target for this thing.
I'm bummed. Oh, well.
There you go. There you go. That was the guy you were trying to bury, Dan, for this next turn?
Yeah, he was one of them. I would have leaned him over Luke Kennard, but I'm going to go Luke Kennard and get that one out of the way.
Duke claim.
He's shooting 43% from three, and, we've already taken 4 shooters. So I think getting that guy with that percentage as the 5th shooter seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, Kennard.
Never been a lefty to win it. That's
right.
Well, then, hey, I'm a lefty, so all for it. Let's do it, baby. Got a rep for the squad.
I did not know that. No lefty. No Jalen Rose. No Michael Bredd winning this thing.
That is kind of crazy.
I'm trying to remember Daquan Cook. I'm pretty sure he was a righty.
He's
right?
a righty.
Yeah. So he won it. But yeah, I did a quick scan. I didn't see a lefty in the mix.
Wow.
That's good.
Mike Conley?
There you go. All the more reason.
Oh, man. Yeah. Luke Kennard, he's at plus 600. So let's talk through we're almost done with the 3-point contest. So actually, let's pause here really quick. Patty Mills plus 440, Fred VanVleet plus 440, Trae Young plus 490. Then you got Bane, Zach LaVine, who up in the air if he's going to participate, and Luke Kennard at plus 600. CJ McCollum plus 950, and then Karl-Anthony Towns sitting at plus 1,200. I am definitely making a Desmond Bane bet. Probably going to throw in a little bit of Trae Young money too. I want to hear from both you guys. Dan, you started off since it is your pick here. Anyone who you're looking at actually betting and not just drafting for our exercise today?
Well, I think the plus 600 guys, Bane and Kennard, offer a little bit better value. I think if you like anybody, with the favorites being more than 4-1, anybody's good value if you like them to win. I understand there's a little bit of inconsistency with the 3-point shootout. They can have a great first round and then not follow up, or we've seen that happen before. The one I'm most excited for is Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, I understand it sounds ridiculous. I wouldn't bet it because it's a little weird. But he's got a shot. What are the things you talk about with a jump shot that wears guys down? He's got a very low effort shot. He doesn't jump much. Yeah. The thing that worries me is it might be too slow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if he tries to pick up the pace,
it's a lot of arms to get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if he has to pick up the pace just to get the shots in, I'm wondering if that'll throw off his percentage a little bit. But I'm fast. The guy I'm most excited to watch is Karl-Anthony Towns, just to see a 7-footer in the 3-point shootout with a shot that's pretty unusual. I mean, for a 7-footer, it's not that unusual, but a relatively unusual type of shot for a 3-point shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned, the things I'm looking for is a guy that's strong, that has an economy in his effort and in his motion. And I that's why Desmond Bane jumped out at me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big guy too, but I mean, there's been guys at his height. I mean, he's not really big, but there's been plenty of guys at his height that have won it. But I just don't think he has a lot of effort with his shot. Same with Patty Mills. Same with VanVleet. The only thing about VanVleet when I was watching him is he's a little bit of a forward jumper when he shoots. And so that, you have to reset yourself. So we'll see if he gets tired, if he's kind of like jumping into the 3-point line and having to reset himself each time. That worried me a little bit, but he's a strong dude. So I don't worry about him getting too tired.
Yeah, definitely looking at that whole group top to bottom. Like you said, Dan, with the favorites being at plus 440, if you like someone, if you got a reason to like someone, there's really not a bad bet on the board, at least value wise. One more pick for you here, Dan, before we send things back the other way. Kick off the 4th round for us.
Oh, see, this is tricky. So I got my 2 3-point shooters. I got my dunker. I'm already boxed out in the Rising Stars. So I have to go with a skills team, right?
Yeah.
And so the skills team was the one I wanted to leave for last. So as we mentioned, Funston, first overall pick, I was intentionally leaving that for the 5th round. I feel like it's the most random of the competitions. I guess I'll go Team Cavs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm laughing because Beller kind of just like was telling me what we were doing. And he was just like, just don't pick the Team Giannis.
Yeah, don't take the Antetokounmpos.
Yeah.
One, not exactly. I don't think they're going to be the most skilled of the skills teams for sure. But maybe they're some brotherly. They've been playing basketball together for literal decades.
It's a cool thing, though. I think it's fun to see that.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And the sorts of things that we should be doing in all-star games across the board. All right. This is about taking it easy, having some fun. This is so definitely a fun thing for sure. And so that'll be my last pick. I'm going to take my dunker here. And you said, Dan, right when you were talking about Obi Toppin and Jalen Green and how much fun he is, and obviously he's had some success in this contest in years past. He's a small guy. People get excited about that.
Yeah.
People like to see those 6'2", 6'3" guys get up and throw down dunks. And that's why the first name I circled actually belonged to Karl-Anthony at plus 250.
Dang it.
Really?
Karl-Anthony is going to be.
I wanted you to take Jalen Green. I was going to take
Karl-Anthony.
Oh, God. You're killing me.
Give me Cole Funston. You should know by now that if I almost in any sort of way, if I have the chance to take a guy who I got to watch quite a bit in college versus a guy who went overseas and didn't play in college, I'm going to go with the college guy. I have to be the guy who stands up for college basketball whenever I get the opportunity to. So give me Karl-Anthony as my dunker plus 250. Another one, guys. This is a bet I'm going to make because the dunk contest it's all over the place, right? And all a guy needs to do is throw down one cool dunk, get the crowd on his side. I think Karl-Anthony can do that certainly with what we've seen from him this season, and a guy who's if he gets his dunk, it's gonna look good, it's gonna look cool because he is 6'3", and it's just gonna look really cool if he throws something big down.
Yeah, I went and watched him in a dunk contest from his past, and he's got a huge bag of tricks. And when you're that size and you can pull out all kinds of different dunks, it's just gonna get people excited. So, but. Jalen Green is another chalk choice here. You guys believe in me. So Jalen Green's kind of like that blend of he's not too tall, but he's got some power. He's got ridiculous hops. And I think he'll have a decent amount of stuff in his bag of tricks that he might just be the perfect blend of all these things. So, so I guess I'm going to, by default, I'll get Jalen Green. And then
you don't want Toscano Anderson?
I do not. I was trying to figure out. He's got the Statue of Liberty dunk down. I just don't know what else he's got. So
yeah,
go back and watch highlights. His in-game dunks are just the same over and over. It's just raise the
ball
as high as you can and throw it down hard. I'd be shocked if he's in the mix at the end. This one.
I'm with you there.
Let's see. So what do I have left? I have a 3-pointer.
You got a 3-point shooter. You've got let's see the odd. So Zach LaVine's plus 600.
I want LaVine if we feel like he's going to for sure shoot. He's saying he is.
Yeah.
So,
why don't you should take LaVine and then throw us a backup that will slide in for you for standing.
Yeah. It's not purposes. It'll be CJ as a backup, but give me LaVine as my choice. If for some reason he's a late scratch, I will settle on CJ McCollum as my consolation there.
I would love if they gave us like a few more seconds in the 3-point shooting contest, and guys were able to like, cross over and pull up or something like that. Because then Zach LaVine is probably like plus 250 to win this thing.
Exactly. Make that like a skill shot at the instead of the money ball. Right? It's like the skill move shot or something for an extra point.
Yeah, it's like
or Kyle even Korver, like a guy that just throws you a pass. Sorry,
exactly. Like, Kyle Korver could never win this thing because he needed to be coming off a screen, catching a pass, and then rising up and shooting. Right? That's why, get me guys like that. Get like in-game shooters, not just stationary 3-point shooters. Right? That would be. We should go to the NBA with this. That'd be a fun. That'd be a fun little twist to see in the 3-point contest. So you got LaVine as your actual shooter. If he doesn't participate, I agree. Like he could pretty easily participate in this and then sit out the All-Star game.
In fact, I would bet that's what he does.
I would bet that's what he does too. Yeah. Billy Donovan right now is probably in his ear, being like, Zach, we want you to be the first ever 3-point dunk champion. Go ahead, shoot some threes, win that thing, and then just let DeMar represent the Bulls in the All-Star game.
The last couple of times it was the same situation. The last couple of times he's been in the 3-point contest, and he was also supposed to play in the All-Star game. Given those Bulls teams, it might have been like, okay, yeah, sure, play if you want to play. They got something going on this year, so they need him at full strength.
That is without question. Especially, I mean, there's not to make this a whole Bull show, but I mean, there's no guards to play minutes right now. With Caruso out and with Lonzo out, they need to fill those minutes. So Zach, go ahead, shoot, sit out the game. I'm obviously taking Team Antetokounmpo as my it's going to be, this is going to be, the difference is going to be that they're somehow going to win this thing. And those 5 points are going to put me over the top. That's what's going to happen.
It's the most random. It wouldn't shock me.
Right?
It would shock me a little bit.
Yeah. Domantas Sabonis won it last year, right?
Yeah. And he played, I think Vucevic. It was two big guys.
Yeah, Vucevic. Yeah. Vucevic and Sabonis were in the final last year. And Sabonis, I want to say Sabonis, or maybe Vuce won it. I don't remember.
No, I think Sabonis got it.
It was, right. Yeah. But those were the final two last year. Wasn't it all the big? Oh no, because the way they sit. Getting on a tangent here. Anyways, Team Antetokounmpo, my skills team. Dan, wrap things up here. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll do just some quick banter about the game itself on Sunday.
Yeah, so I have to take a rookie or Rising Stars team.
Rising Stars.
So honestly, this is a team I wanted. I don't know if it's not chalk or whatever, like Funston fell into, but Team Payton was my first pick among these. So I get to get that as my last pick, which is great. You got LaMelo Ball, a point guard in an all-star game. I feel like he's going to try and show off, but at the same time, him showing off is going to create a better offense as opposed to the ISO ball you get in all-star games, right? So I think that is a good thing. Plus, I got Ayo Dosunmu, who he's got to play defense if he's going to be on this team, right? So I think a glue guy like that. I like Davion Mitchell too. I think Scotty Barnes. I think it's a fun roster. Maybe a little size deficient. Yeah. That might be the thing I'm worried about if that matters. I don't think anyone's doing post-ups from 18 feet out in the Rising Stars game though. But so I'm happy to go with Team Payton as the last pick. Yeah.
No Kobe's out there, you don't think? No post-up ISO from the wing.
Yeah.
Turn around jumpers.
If guards are doing it, that's one thing. They can defend the guards doing it. But yeah.
All right, so that's gonna round it out really quick. Funston, you got kick us off with Team Rookie in the Skills Challenge. Patty Mills, Team Isaiah in the Rising Stars. Jalen Green, Duncan, and Zach LaVine. I've got Trae Young and Desmond Bane as my shooters. Team Barry in the Rising Stars. Karl-Anthony Duncan for me, and Team Antetokounmpo. Dan, you've got Obi Toppin, Duncan, Fred VanVleet, and Luke Kennard shooting. Team Cavs in the Skills Challenge, and Team Payton in Rising Stars. So this gives us something to track over the weekend as well. Any other bets, you guys? I mean, we talked about the 3-point contest, the dunk contest, Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, Karl-Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson, Funston. You thinking about any bets among those four guys?
Well, I went in this liking Karl-Anthony at plus 250 and Desmond Bane at plus 600 in the 3-point contest as like the two guys that are.
Want to invest in my team? Want to invest in my team a little bit?
I don't, because I think, like I said, that skills competition pick is going to basically carry me. So I can't do it. But I do like those two parts of your team for sure.
Man, Dan, anything else for you other than those 3-point shooters we talked about?
Well, I think it's interesting you guys are so high on Karl-Anthony because I think he's probably the worst in-game dunker of the four, which is like, he's still a great dunker, but of the four, like Obi Toppin, like I said, through the legs. Jalen Green is always trying to rise up and show off. I think Anderson, actually, I think he's kind of cool in game, but again, in game, when you're throwing it down hard and you got someone to posterize, looks better.
Yeah. You got all your teammates leaping up off the bench.
Yeah. Maybe that won't translate as well. I think he's kind of an interesting sleeper to do one or two cool things. I don't think he has, like you said, Funston, I don't know if he has enough tricks in the bag. Karl-Anthony's got the dunk contest history, all that. I'm excited for the dunk contest. I think this is a good field. You never know what the dunk contests are because a lot of these guys are relatively unknown as far as what they can do in a dunk contest.
Here's my stupid narrative for the dunk contest. All of us who played basketball, even those of us who topped out in high school, like when you're playing basketball, you've got a billion tricks. You're jerking around during practice. You've got a billion tricks, a billion stupid things you try when you're just messing around. Karl-Anthony has lived his entire life on a basketball court with his dad. I mean, how like this guy has spent maybe the most jerking around on a basketball court anyone has had in a lifetime up to this point of his life. Karl-Anthony has. So like the bag of tricks is just wide open. I feel like this guy's been working on tricks since he was 3 years old to actually hold a real basketball.
Could his dad even dunk? I don't remember.
I know, right? I'm not sure. I mean,
but still, he was around.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like he's having dunk contests with the dad. I don't think maybe
he set up a lot of people with dunks in his
day.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's exactly it. So right, Greg's just lobbing and passes and it's beautiful. Beautiful. That's my stupid little narrative for the dunk contest. Let's talk about the game really quick. First, though, let me give everyone a message from our friends over at BetMGM. Right now, bet 10, win 150, plus get 3 free months to The Athletic. Just go to betmgm.com, use the code TheAthleticPod. Take advantage of this offer from the king of sportsbooks. Again, it's bet 10, win 150, plus 3 free months at The Athletic, betmgm.com with the code TheAthleticPod. It's a new customer offer. Terms and conditions apply. All right, guys. So, of course, there is an all-star game to talk about as well on Sunday. Team LeBron against Team Durant. Right now, Team LeBron, 6-point favorites, 319.5 is the total on this one. NBA all-star game at its finest. I don't know, 6 points. I just feel like just give me the points and let me cheer for give me the points, give me the over. That's sort of like my default NBA all-star game bet.
I feel like I just look at this, trying to imagine who's going to bring a little bit of effort and who's going to kind of dial it in, whatever. I'm feeling better about overall Team LeBron, and I mean, I think they can cover the 6, but definitely, what's the over under? What'd you say it was?
319.5.
What a number!
What's 150? 60? What's that? 164.5.
Yeah,
the applied total is like 168 to 160 something, 162 or something like that. I don't know.
A little lower than that, but yeah, it's
so here's a fun thing. Team LeBron has both Cavs, Jared Allen and Darius Garland, and this game's in Cleveland, right? So you've got that going for you, certainly on Team LeBron. Team LeBron has 3 first-time All-Stars. Same for team. Wow, John Morant's never made an All-Star team. How'd that happen?
Well, so are you saying first-time All-Stars that come out a little bit more effort?
Yeah, they're going to want to show something maybe.
Well, I thought interesting. Andrew Wiggins is a starter. He might actually come out and actually play defense.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna be the guy everyone's annoyed with.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You know what they got to do? The Team LeBron's got to go out on Saturday night, get Andrew Wiggins drunk.
Exactly.
Get him hungover so he's doesn't care about playing defense anymore. And then there you go.
The All-Star game, aren't they all, or a lot of them hungover?
Yeah. Well, I would assume that we've got a 95% hangover rate for the All-Star game. Right? Yeah. Especially LeBron, right? LeBron 37, man. I'm 3 months older than LeBron. I know what it feels like. The day after,
he's in a little bit better shape than you are. Takes a little bit better care of his body.
He is in a little bit better shape. That I will agree with you there. But that's give me the points. Give me the points. Give me the I'll almost always just take the dog and take the do you guys have any other angle for this All-Star game?
I can't imagine betting the All-Star game. I'm sorry. Saturday, I think it's fun. because like you're gonna put money on it, and then like there's gonna be a possession in the fourth quarter where the defense just lets a guy waltz through and dunk, and you're gonna be yelling at the TV.
Yeah,
I don't want to be that guy
that's why I
yelling
want
at the TV
points.
of an exhibition game. Oh god, I can't do it. I can't. It's too far.
They got to bring back the Legends game. Do you remember the Legends game? Like when Rick Barry wore like he had like a camera on him as he was running around out there. And I go way back on these All-Star games.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they used to have the old guys come out and play.
Wow.
Yeah,
now they have a whole league of 3-on-3 for these guys now.
Yeah, right. No, I don't. I remember the first All-Star game I can really remember is the one. I think it was in San Antonio. They had like those like weird green colored jerseys for the All-Star team, right? And like the old Spurs logo as like the All-Star game. Like that's like the first All-Star game I can really remember. But this is great. It's the best of the All-Star games. It's the best. Like Pro Bowl shouldn't even exist. Major League Baseball All-Star game, maybe it won't exist this year with what those jerks are doing. Like this is just these guys. This is fun. The events are fun. They know how to have fun. They know how to embrace the fun. Like this is I'm always there. This is the one of any of the All-Star games. This is the one that I make sure to watch because it's the one that really gets what All-Star games are about.
Yeah, totally agree.
So I'm excited. And you don't have to bet it, Dan, but you can sweat along with me on T. Durant.
Well, we've got all this action on Saturday. I got plenty. I get the fix in there.
There you go. Well, it's going to be a fun weekend, and hopefully we gave you all out there listening to us something to think about as you're getting ready for NBA All-Star Weekend. That's going to do it for this episode of Best on the Board. For Dan and Funston, I am Michael Beller. Thanks for listening. Those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching. Good luck. Happy betting, and we'll talk to you all soon.